All right, let's talk about the Colorado Buffs, led, of course, by Coach Prime, coming off one of the more just bonkers victories. I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, huge momentum win for Colorado, and we're seeing that momentum continue into this week with some more great news. I'm Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, after that just incredible overtime victory, Sanders with the Hail Mary, Hunter with the forced fumble at the goal line to give this team the overtime victory. They are building off this momentum. I love what Coach Prime is doing. He's not resting on his laurels. He's trying to get the energy going in Boulder, and this latest move is further proof that it's working. Let's pull up this report courtesy of 24/7 Sports. Coming off a visit to Colorado, safety Antonio Branch Jr. is now set to play for the Buffaloes. The Miami Northwestern safety, so again from Florida, right? Big difference here geographically, told 24/7 Sports he flipped his commitment from Penn State to Colorado following the visit. It felt like home to me, Branch said. He had been committed to Penn State since mid-June, but he was on Colorado's campus for Saturday's stunning overtime comeback win against Baylor. This is momentum. This is energy, right? Getting a massive flip from Penn State, a top 10 program, an elite program, a blue blood in college football. People said Coach Prime's momentum is waning in Colorado. Folks, I don't see it. This news is further proof. I think it's building. Miles, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. But first, Colorado fans, in the comment section below. Look, we all know Sanders is ridiculous, and Hunter, he's probably the best player in college football. But so far, through about a third of the way through the season, give us your early season MVP, not named Sanders or Hunter. Going to make you guys think a little bit more about this. Who is your favorite player, the MVP so far for Colorado this season? Again, not named Shedeur Sanders or Travis Hunter. Give us that guy in the comment section below. But Miles, what are your thoughts on this latest news out of Colorado?
Yeah, Nick, this, first of all, huge performance by Colorado. I think this was a big win for them. I think, what's the quote say? Big time players make big time plays in big time games. Well, big time recruiters get recruits in at the biggest times in the big games. And I think they're able to make big flips because of it. I think this is an incredible move for Dion to bring in this young recruit, Antonio Branch Jr., in here to get him in this environment, see a game like this, really visit Colorado, see such a big victory, and then be able to flip them. I think that's just riding that momentum. Like you said, Travis Hunter, phenomenal player. Get to see what a guy like him does. Any young DB wants to be in the position that Travis Hunter is. They say, hey, I love this school, Colorado. I see the vision here. I think DBs can come here and show off and be absolute megastars, top like 5, maybe even number 1 overall draft picks by the way that he is playing. I think this is a huge, huge win for Colorado, especially getting a guy to flip from Penn State who also has been known to produce some really, really high-end safeties lately. There's a lot of DBs coming out of Penn State. You think the Jaquan Briskers of the world. There's a lot of really good players coming out of that program. So I think overall, this is just a really big time flip for Colorado. Also, this guy's out of Miami, Florida, so another big win for them. Getting that pipeline out there. I just think Dion's doing all the right things. This seems like a pretty special season for Colorado. Do I think they're going to win the national championship? Probably not. Do I think they're doing a lot of really special things and they keep building? Because this is a year you're going to lose Shedeur Sanders. You're going to lose Travis Hunter after the season. To have to refill those coffers. And I think we're seeing them capitalize on some pretty special stuff this season to bring in some really good players and keep the momentum going at Colorado. I think Coach Sanders is doing something really special here, and I am excited to see what else they're able to pull off going down the stretch here.
You know, there's another thing here about what Coach Prime is doing in terms of silencing his detractors and his critics. One of the things Coach Prime has undeniably been great at is using the power of his own status, his own figure as being, of course, one of the great American athletes, not just football players, American athletes in history, and using his celebrity status to bring in transfers, recruits, dollars, all of that to this program. But the biggest or criticism you've heard from his program, whether it's true or not, is that when it comes to the nitty gritty, doing the work, boots on the ground, traditional college football head coach duties, he just isn't getting it done, right? He's just not good enough to get it done. He doesn't understand that. That's what the critics say. You know what's the most traditional, old school thing to do at a college football level? Win a recruit when he comes on an official visit. You look at all the great coaches, the Sabans, the Kirby Smarts, right? What they've always been able to do. They get a kid in the building, he signs on the line that is dotted. That's what the great coaches do. That's what the great recruiters do. Coach Prime, everyone's like, well, he wins in the transfer portal, he wins in the flashy things sometimes, but he just can't do the nuts and bolts recruiting. That's obviously bull crap. He obviously can, and he proved it here, flipping this kid from Penn State. This is further proof that everything everyone has been critical about in terms of Coach Prime has been just marred, not in fact, but in some weird obsessional hate with this program. We're seeing Coach Prime and his coaching staff continue to handle the nuts and bolts. Look, it's a process, right? This is a team that still has talent issues at a lot of positions. It's going to take years to correct it, but it's undeniable that this team, this program under Coach Prime's leadership is heading in the right direction.